up. And there's some days you don't want to show up in the gym, you don't want to show up on the diet, you want to show up in your business, but you chose to. So for showing up, let's make sure there's maximum value for that. I know. And this is what I know. And I hope that this encourages you as well. It doesn't take hundreds of people to change your business. It doesn't take thousands of people to change your business. It only takes one person to change your business forever. I see Pam Middleton on this line. She was involved with us 8 years ago, something like that. And 9 years ago, long time ago. At that moment, there was a lot of different people. And Pam was someone that just loved the products and she did really cool. If you heard her story, she went officer in within the first year, 10 months of her career. But there was a lot of people doing that. But when we look back, the reality is this, out of that class of people, Pam is the real one. She stuck through it and it took one person. And now Pam's led into all different types of things. We're going up to NorCal this weekend and she's on because they're doing a drop talk and she's on the Wellness Academy Fellow and everything. And that's what you're looking for in your business, in your life. You're sifting through the many, but you're looking for the one. But our goal is how do we get to those ones faster, as fast as possible? That one customer that loves the products, gets astounding results, and you feel amazing because they say, "Thank you, you changed my life." That one partner that said, "This is what I've been praying for, let's go." You never know when that one person is going to come, but be ready for it. Because when they come, hey, if you serve them well, you're going to have a ride of your life. If you're not ready, though, well, you got to go do that over again as well, too. So let's come in today with an expectant attitude. Who here is expecting a big harvest and a breakthrough in your business? You know something's about to shift. You didn't come all the way here just to not break through. So we're going to talk about that and how do we do that? Well, as you know, hey, Kelly, I'm going to chat with Kelly today. Kelly is new partner, also Jaden's awesome new nanny and everything. So business partner and many different partners. Just launched her business. Really excited. But I was chatting with her today, and one thing we've been really big at is, and we've had many leadership conversations, is how do we make things better and faster? Right. And I'm sharing with people that if people just saw the business how we see it now, it'd be hard to sleep. In fact, if you heard Dana and Mila Harper yesterday on our IPA call, they talked about why out of 100 companies they chose Partner Co. They said, when you see it, you get Partner Co. insomnia. Like you can't not sleep it. You're just like, you're always thinking about it. You're like, oh my gosh, how do we crack the code to the next level? Well, ladies and gentle couple men, there's more than a few now. We've cracked the code. We've already cracked the code. We cracked it to the next level. So, too, and what I want to talk about today is the most important part about our business, which is how do you actually launch your business? How do you actually get started? And what I want to do today, we're going to dial this into a formalized, we're revamping our entire onboarding and Alice and all the tools and everything. Because as many of you've heard, this year our goal is to simplify, systematize, and scale. And if you know how me and Becky are and the leadership here is, when we set a target, no matter what, it gets done. It doesn't matter, rain, snow, hail, whatever. When we declare something, oh, it's done. It's already done. So we're almost there. But I want to give you guys an outline of what we think this can look like today. So this will be amazing for if you're brand new. Okay. Who here is within your first month still? Give me a wave or put a one in the comments. Like if you're new, you're like still getting the ropes down. You jump into this crazy thing called Partner Co. and you're like, oh my goodness, who are all these crazy fired up people? Where have they been all my whole life? Right? Awesome. Welcome. This is also good for somebody that's feeling a little, you're not exactly sure where to latch on. You're like, you've been around and you're like, okay, I'm coming on some calls, but I feel a little confused. Like, where do I start? Right? Do I start chapter 5 or 3 or 1? Like, where do I go? Right? Maybe some of us are in that shoes right now. This is going to be amazing for you. And then there's some of you that are just crushing it. Your teams are doing incredible. And this is going to be good for you as a trainer and a leader to think, okay, how can we onboard better, and how do I get my people into a better direction as well too. Here's a perspective that I have down when I think about an onboarding. Imagine if you had 1,000 people join you today and you had not enough time to individually onboard every single person. Do you have systems in place? Do you have a framework in place? Do you have a protocol in place that'll help everybody get to the right place at the right time so that they can continue to expand? Okay. Who here wouldn't mind even a fraction of 1,000 new people? Because these things happen, you know? So that's the paradigm that we come from. So after building this business for 16 years and asking many questions and vetting many different things, here's what we think is a direction to go. Okay. And what I'd love to do is this. I want to assume all of us here are brand new again. Remember, you just got maybe you got your first box of products in, and you're like, oh my gosh, it's from Partner Co. You open it up, and nowadays you have a magazine, right? And you're like, what do I do with this? How do the drops work? Like, what do I take? How do I take it? You're both excited, but you're also a little scared. Who here was a little scared when you first got started in your business? You're like, what are my friends going to think about me? Can I do this? Did I make the right decision? Like these exciting feelings at the same time, fear feelings as well, which is very normal because you're doing something new. Some of your family's excited. Some of them are like, get out of that thing. Depends on what kind of family you had. I had the latter one. And you're coming now to your first training and you're expectant, but you're a little like, okay, what do we do? And that's where we want to start and insert ourselves today. Okay. So the first thing is this. Welcome to the family. You made the best decision in the world to join Partner Co. Now, in this onboarding, we're going to give you a first 48-hour launch system that'll help you get connected and also help you get the most essential things to actually start getting your first paycheck. Who here wants your first paycheck ASAP, or you want a paycheck next, right? To show you that this really works, and then to help you grow towards your dreams, because that's what this is all about. It's about what you want. But we need to make sure that we understand what we're offering and who we are. What's unique about Partner Co, this isn't just a product sale thing. This isn't just a clock in, clock out thing. What you've participated in this partnership, it's a whole movement. It's a whole culture. And it all starts at the top down. So if you really want to be successful here, what we've noticed is those that understand the culture and they're really connected to the heartbeat of the company, it's important for you as a growing leader that you know who it is that you're partnered with. And this company from the top, there's two amazing founders. And I won't talk much about them, but I think it's important that we hear their story straight from their mouth themselves as well too. So watch this video, jot down any notes in here, maybe throw it in the chats. Some of you have seen this. Some of you have not seen this. I'd encourage you to look at this again with a new face as well too. And let's hear like, who is Partner Co really? Let me know if you can hear this. I just played this, by the way.
I had this interest in business that kind of came from my dad. I'm not sure if I had this interest in business that kind of came from my dad. I'm not sure if it was really that I loved spending time with my dad and talking about the things that he was interested in, but I had this other side of me that I wanted to do something more. In our family, and especially in our faith, it was really important to us to help other people. I took a fishing trip to Mexico to clear my mind and evaluate what I wanted to do next. And while I was there, I met this group of fishermen that was selling the most beautiful yellowfin tuna you've ever seen. So I worked with those fishermen to devise a system that would give them access to those international markets. And up till that point, it was the most meaningful thing that I'd done. I could help people, help them totally change the direction of their lives. And that's what I became focused on. We started thinking about what was next for us in life. We started looking at Puerto Rico is a place to go live. While visiting, go to church, and the first person I meet is John Wadsworth. We ended up moving into the same neighborhood, and starting with that first meeting, John and I have become best friends.
Darren came from a background where he had developed a company which truly helped people all over the world. And I knew that Darren, not only did he have the business acumen, but he had the true desire to help people. But when I look back over the last 20 plus years, it has been an extraordinary life. I've been able to travel the world, meet people everywhere, watch thousands of people transform their lives. Darren and I weren't about building something that was short-term. We wanted to build something that was long-term, meeting with brand partners in countries all over the world, hearing their stories, listening to them, collaborating so closely with them, and making a plan to produce the tools and the operational excellence and the product portfolio and the product innovation and the compensation plan that rewards people, everything that's needed to create this community where people can get healthy, achieve their dreams, and help others do the same. The first decision we had to make was what to name the company. And it came down to that partnership. So we took that, we named the company PartnerCo, because we believed that that embodied the philosophy that we wanted to live by.
Partnership, to me, means people working together for a common purpose. That's how we view what we're doing. We partner with you to change as many lives as we can.
If you're going to put your life into building something, you want to make sure it has a positive impact. You want to be going around the world lifting and inspiring people. We knew that everybody wants a body that they love. And everyone wants a lifestyle that they can thrive in, that helps them experience the joys of life. We also knew that everyone wanted a business that they can count on, a business that provides steady income, growing income that they can use to achieve their dreams and help other people. When you're deciding to do something like we're setting out to do, you got to go in with your eyes open that it's not going to be easy. And that's what Darren and I have. That's one of our core values. We will never quit. We will always strive to improve. We will always look for a better way. And we'll be collaborative with our teams around the world.
This is not just the opportunity to help tens of thousands of people. This is the opportunity to help hundreds of thousands, maybe even 1 million or 2 million people fundamentally change the direction of their life. So come join us in building this beautiful future, because we're better together.
I mean, I've watched this probably, I don't know, 100 times now. Throw some words in the chat. Like, when you watch that, what are things that come to you, that you feel, that you notice? They absolutely embody their philosophy. Grit. Oh, yeah, for sure. You haven't seen that, Katie? Oh, my gosh. Is that right? Heartwarming, real family. Katie, you've met them, right? Doesn't that align with who they are? That's who are familia, 100% family, lifted, love. Like, that's so special. Like, this is not just any other company out there. Darren Zobrist, one of the founders there, he says PartnerCo has a soul. And wouldn't we all agree the world needs that more than ever right now? So I hope you understand that what you join, whether you're aware of it or not, maybe you came in just because you saw someone make a post about the drops, or you want to make a little bit of extra money. Get ready, because you're about to drink from this slippery slope called PartnerCo, and you're about to get into a whole different world of impact and everything. So such a beautiful thing. And they don't just say these things, they really live it out. What I love is we have a mission statement, and I wonder if anyone knows what that mission statement is. But it's important because if you want to align with the brand and you want to become successful with it, we have to know what is our mission to do. And I love this mission because it aligns with what I want. I'm assuming it aligns with what you want too. And it's very simple. It says, our mission is to power health and prosperity around the world, right? We want both. You know what's great about that? Can we all agree that the world generally would want more health and prosperity? Like that's kind of what people want. So we're in a business where we share something that most people want. And I think a key to carrying out this mission and to fulfilling your vision within the company is ask yourself this question. In your health, what is optimal success for you? In your prosperity, that could be your money, that could be your lifestyle, that could be your whatever. When you think about prosperity, what does that mean for you as well too? And I'd encourage you, set some big visions because the founders are dreaming big. We should dream big as well too. And I'd encourage set something that excites you. Set something that gets you emotional. Set something that isn't something you'll easily forget, but set something where like, this is worth it. Because here's the truth, like what Darren said in the video, business, if someone tells you business is easy, they're lying. I'll be very honest with you. This business is not easy. It's simple. It will challenge you. There will be days where you want to quit. There have been days I've wanted to quit. But you know what rescues us from those tough days? And the reality is this, life is tough regardless if you choose a big goal or not. True? We've all been through some tough stuff. So if we're going to go through the challenges of life, might as well make it a life worth living and set a vision that sets your soul on fire where you're like, it's worthwhile to wake up every single day and get to work on this vision, whether that's 30 minutes a day, an hour a day, or every single day, every single hour, right? So throw in the chat, what are some words that might describe some of your visions that you see you can accomplish within this company, whether it's a wellness goal or a prosperity goal, whatever it is. Yeah, travel is awesome. You know, Vanessa said there's days when we want to quit our day jobs, 100%. There's days that you want to quit being a parent, right? Can I just return my kids today? Yeah, it's life. Freedom, wellness. You know, I want vitality. I want presence, not from Santa, but presence with my family, you know, personal growth. You know, thanks, Susie. Welcome, parenthood, right? Give more to others. Yeah. Some of us are blessed to be a blessing, and that is one of the greatest feelings in the world. Freedom and wellness. Melissa says, "What's up, Melissa?" Pam says 20K month. Yeah, actually, number goals, targets are fantastic to have. If you aim at nothing, you hit nothing. So start to really define these things, and I'd encourage share that with somebody. All right. One of the biggest things that we're going to add you to is community. You're in a business for yourself, but not by yourself. Who here's grateful for that? You're not alone. If you ever feel alone, it's because we're just not opening our eyes to what we have here because you got so much support everywhere. So we'll add you into our team community called the Warrior Movement Facebook. Your mentor might have already made a welcome flyer for you. If not, we can get one together. We want to see you. We want to get to know you, really get to know this community. Tap in. We have a lot of things going on all the time. Later on, we'll get you onboarded to a lot of other assets that we have. There's a ton from where that came from. But the first thing is get into this. I'd also encourage, if you're not yet already, to be connected to a chat with someone else. You know, like whether it's a mentor or a coach. We might have chat groups that we have as well too to help you launch your business. But don't do this alone. It's important to understand that the fastest way to achieve your goals is not to do this by yourself. The fastest way to do this is find people that have done it, been there, done that, and do it with them. Okay? You don't have to be the lone soldier in this. Ask questions, right? We're going to have teamwork in this whole thing. So if you're willing, coachable, and hungry, you can do very, very well in this. Who here, if you had someone you knew that had achieved some type of success here and was willing to pass you exactly what it took to succeed, that you would be willing, coachable, and hungry to actually take action on that, right? Give me a wave or put a yes in the comments because we want to give you that proven blueprint, right? You don't have to reinvent the wheel. In fact, I recommend highly don't reinvent the wheel right off the bat. I do encourage ideate. I do encourage be your own unique person, right? We're not robots, but it is important to get into systems that work. And we have some of the most incredible systems of growth here because you're asking yourself, how do I achieve this vision that I have? System scale. What's great about our systems of growth with both our wellness and also our business is these have embedded and proven and produced so many results from all different types of people from all around the world. People with no experience, people with a lot of experience, people with no money, people with a lot of money, people with college educations, people that dropped out, single moms and moms with 10 kids. Like, it doesn't matter where your background is because systems are scalable. If you commit yourself to following the systems of growth that we have here, then you will get good results. And you do that over the course of time, it'll continue to scale as well too. So we want to show you that, and we'd recommend you to follow it to a T, and then start to, you could debate it later if you want. Just give that a shot, and then figure that out from there. Okay. So let's give some big vision here then. We have our wellness goals. We have our business goals. You might ask, well, how do I achieve these business goals then? Well, it's important that we understand that we do have a proven system here, and we like to call it a six-figure blueprint. Maybe you don't want to make six figures. Maybe you just want to make an extra $500 a month. Maybe you want to get your product paid for. But who here wouldn't mind allowing your mind to just be open to the thought of an extra six figures a year? Like, is that okay? Give me a waiver. Throw me in the comments, right? Why not? Why not 10K a month? That could do a lot, right? New house, nice travel, bail the spouse out of their job. Six figures changes a lot, okay? So if you want to do that, let me explain to you how that works, okay? It first starts with the most important goal up front. We call this a core rank. And this building block will help you make an extra $500, an extra $1,000 this month. It's going to be our first month goal, okay? Let me drop something else as well too. Whether you know it or not, you are already building your story, okay? Who here wants your results in your vision? You want to achieve that as quickly as possible, right? As soon as possible, okay? Facts tell, stories sell. And the most powerful sales tool you have, the most powerful recruiting tool you have is your story. Now, we're going to teach you how to use other people's stories, but the story you're creating right now, for example, many of us are starting with the body balancing program. Well, if you wanted to use it for weight loss, and if you're like, I want to lose 10 kilos or I want to lose 20 pounds, if you say that and you're like, all right, I can do that in a year, or what if you did that in a month or two? Would anyone agree that the month or two might be more inspiring than the 1 year? Both are great, but success loves speed. And if you're hurried to get to where you want to get to, we do need to have some urgency, right? It's important. And leader leads from the front. And you're going to see that the pace that you decide to go, and everyone, we honor you at your pace, right? We'll meet you there. But I would encourage that if you're inspired by your vision, move as quickly as you possibly can, because that'll duplicate into your team. That'll duplicate into your customers. If your customers take a month to finally start taking the drops, well, guess what? If you take a month, your customers are going to take a month. All right. How about if you don't take your photos, which I know are scary, who here loves before photos and you love looking at the scale, right? No, but if you don't do that, then your customers probably won't too. So start documenting your journey, because this is going to be your future $1 million story. I'm telling you, you don't even see it yet, perhaps, but we see it because we've seen it time and time again. So start to take your wellness journey seriously. Start to take your business journey seriously. How fast do we want to move up the ranks? How fast do we want to unlock things? How fast do we want to create a success story? To each their own. You know what's great about this? You can always recreate it. If you want a better business story for yourself, you're like, I want to take it to the next level now, right? You can always make a decision. We're always creating new stories. But the primary story in our business that you would want to create, I'm looking at Vanessa Field in here. She's an officer now. She achieved it within 6.5 months of her launching. That's the top 1%. When she got started, she heard a training just like this and she seared it into her subconscious and burned it into her soul, saying, I am doing this no matter what. And she followed it to the T. And guess what? 6.5 months later, hit that exactly. Now she's going to be the closing speaker in our portion. We have a portion in a Connect event in the Gold Coast in Australia. She's going to be closing it down with an amazing testimonial. So your story is so important. Okay. Let's make an incredible story. What's the story on? The first step is this. We have an amazing group that we call the Millionaire Mentorship. Okay. Because our goal, we want to teach you everything in the world. There's so much. If you like learning, who here likes learning something new and you consider that fun, right? Especially if it impacts your bottom line. This is a place where you learn and you earn. You earn while you learn. So as you learn more, there's a lot of stuff. Okay. We'll teach you things like social media branding. We'll teach you things like leadership. We'll teach you things like expert communication. We'll teach you things like how to be confident, be a confident person. We'll teach you a lot of these things, but not day one. Okay. We're going to give you bite-sized pieces on things to do right now so you can get the fastest success and then eventually get you into another group. But if you like the sound of that, then one of our main targets is to help get you into this upper level training group called Millionaire Mentorship. This is around the world. This is cross collaborative. There are hundreds and maybe thousands of people that are in here. You are literally learning from multi seven figure earners in this group for free 99. Things like this, literally, there's a mastermind we invested into this year, multiple 5 figures. And we do not even get what it is that we get in Millionaire Mentorship. You know what's even better? Instead of you paying, you're going to make money. Who here likes the sound of that? So how do you get involved in Millionaire Mentorship? It's very simple. There's number one, this status called Ultimate. And then number two, you want to enroll 2 activated brand partners. Okay. So what does it exactly mean? Well, let's say when you get started, our first target is to achieve Ultimate. Let's just call this U+2 to make it simple. Go Ultimate yourself and then get 2 activated brand partners. You want to duplicate the effort. Who here wants a business that can scale with or without you? You want duplication. You want more time in your life. That's the biggest part of this business. Ultimate is getting 1,500 points of product, whether you purchase it or you sell it to a customer in the first 4 Fridays of you getting started. There's a little time attack. When you log into your back office, you'll see the timer there. Okay. A lot of people, what they do, some buy it. They're like, I don't mind buying a big pack of products for me and my family. That's what I did. Some people, they buy a bulk amount of, let's say, the drops and they resell it. You can do that. A lot of people might buy like 500 points or something, and they'll get a good assortment for them. They'll get a good assortment for their family. Let's say you start with 500 points. 500 points is maybe like, I don't know, $800, something like that. We want to get in a difference of 1,000 points. What does that look like? I'm just giving you an example. We're going to give you the systems to do this. I'm just giving you the overview of the target here. We're going to give you a system that in the next month, you can simply at least get 10 customers on the products. Okay. Put a 10 in the comments if you're willing to receive that. Like 10, I can do. Let's do it. We're going to show you some really simple ways. You don't have to do anything crazy. You don't have to be a hardcore salesperson. Very normal. I'm very confident that anyone that puts their mind into it and follows the systems in place, you can get at least 10 customers in this first month. Okay. So our target is 10, at least. That could look like, let's say your customers get on the drop and the customer gets on, like we have a product called Advantage. Okay. Like it's a normal product like customers will get. Let's say on each of these customers, you make at least $50. It's probably more, honestly. But if you make at least $50, then you'll make at least $500 from your customers. You'll probably make more, honestly, but I like to be conservative. Who here would love to make an extra $500 this next month? And you're doing something on the side, right? You're learning while you're earning, and it's great. Some do it faster. I've seen people do this in a week. I've seen people do this in a day. But let's say in the next month. Like, that's great. That's grocery money. That's gas bill. That's paying down insurance. That's paying down debt. Like that's a nice dinner for the family. That's many different things. That's you cashing it out with all dollar bills, and you can swim in 500 $1 bills, whatever you want. So that's gonna be a target there. Once you unlock Ultimate, what's also great is you double your bonuses for life, and you actually unlock some of the biggest parts of our business and comp plan called matching bonus, where literally I have friends of mine that through the matching bonus, they are making six figures, actually 10 to 20 grand a week through matching bonus, which is kind of nuts. Who here would love a 10 grand bonus just even once? It's like, so there's massive bonuses as you unlock this compensation plan, which you saw in the video is rated #1. You're going to have so much more that you're going to get into this. Here's the biggest thing that I hear from people. They say, James, this paycheck can't be right as they start selling the product. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, it's so much bigger than what I was expecting. I'm like, well, look at this bonus and this bonus and this. It's a good problem to have. I never hear people say my paycheck sucks because we're the #1 rated comp plan in the world. If you do the work, you will get paid. All right. So that's #1, to go Ultimate as soon as possible. Question. How fast would you want your teammates to go Ultimate in the future? Would you want them to take all the time? Or would you want them to do it as quickly as possible? What do you think? Success loves speed. No. So if you decide to do that fast, you're going to see how that works within your business as well too. By the way, side note, if you're not Ultimate here yet and you're past your first 4 weeks and that's of interest, let us know. We'll figure something out. Okay. We'll talk with corporate. We'll figure it out. But we want to get to Ultimate. All right. Once you're there, the second thing we're going to teach you is how to duplicate this process. We're going to help you partner with 2 other people, at least. Who here feels a couple people that wouldn't mind making some extra money? Just talk to my neighbor. So everyone's cost of living is higher. People are stressed out. AI is disrupting things. Like if someone only has one job these days, I don't know many people that only have one job. Over 50% of households have a side gig going on because people need to find ways to create some extra income, right? You're also going to find a lot of customers that love the product so much that they're like, hey, I wouldn't mind getting it for discounted. I wouldn't mind sharing this with other people too. In fact, who here started primarily as a customer first, putting me in the comments that was you. You're like, I just want to try the product. I'm on the business thing. Let's go see if this is good for me. I'd probably say at least 50% of our partners started as customers, and then they just saw the value of them wanting to become a partner. Okay. So we're going to help you find 2 partners into the business. And if they get 200 points worth, you make money on this. You actually will make 30% if you're Ultimate of whatever they get. So this could be $60. This could be $60. Okay, from them just getting started and buying the product. What's our goal from there? Our goal from there is to duplicate the process. Imagine you did U+2, and then you're helping person #1 do U+2 too. They go Ultimate, they go Ultimate. When you help someone go Ultimate in their first 4 Fridays, you make $450. So can you imagine second month, you helped your 2 partners go Ultimate, plugging into the system, getting them success, and you made an extra $900 just from helping them go Ultimate. That's kind of cool. But remember, it doesn't just stop there. Remember, they want to also partner with 2 people too. And then it gets really exciting. I won't go deep into comp plan today because I see Allison's face and she's like, the moment you talk math, James, my mind goes somewhere else. It's for many of us. Who here doesn't consider yourself a big math lover? I'm just curious. You're like, I count it when it comes to my bank account, and I know how to shop with it and how much I save. But when it comes to math, let's not math. That's why we got ChatGPT and calculators these days. Don't worry. Most of the top earners I know cannot explain the comp plan. You don't need to understand it to get paid from it. But just know this is a compensation plan that even if somebody is 100 levels deep, if they make a sale, the sales roll up to you and you get an override of that. I want you to continue to imagine that our goal is you did U plus two, then you helped your people do U plus two, and then we keep on helping people duplicate that very same process. You're still getting customers, you're still getting partners, and this just starts to grow. I won't do the math here, but what will happen is this. Within 6 months, you'll be at a point where you'll see a business like this. 2 big lines, and you're doing this weird number of 13,334 points a week. This pays you $1,400 a month, USD. $14,000 a month. An extra comma makes a big difference, extra zero, right? We have seen people do this within 6 months. Babe?
Yeah, I just want to highlight the fact this is a really unique part about our compensation plan. And I really hope you get this because I know sometimes it's like, because in any business, you're selling to customers, right? Like it's all about how much product is moving to the end consumer. Why I choose to do network marketing and specifically this company with this comp plan is because the infinite levels of depth. And what I mean by that is it literally does not matter how many generations the people are below you. So it could be I recruit A recruits B recruits C recruits D. It could literally go infinite level deep, thousands levels deep. I get that volume 100% rolled up to me until it's like the cap, the maximum, like 13,334. And why that is a big deal is because the average person cannot get like 50 customers by themselves. Like that's just, I mean, you can, but the average person, we're talking about what is doable for everybody, right? In this comp plan, you literally just need 2 serious runners. If you get really good at duplicating this process of getting them to ultimate and helping them get just 2 people, it doesn't like you don't need to get all like you don't need to get all thousands of people yourself, right? So when you have a comp plan, you really need to think what can the average person do, right? You might be able to get, you might be a rock star and you can get like 50 customers yourself. But the average person, the average network marketer or the average person that joins a network marketing company in their lifetime can recruit 2.5 people. So if you think about that, you need a comp plan. If your comp plan requires you to get 3 people in order to unlock a percentage pay, then you're screwed, right? Because the average person can only get 2.5 people in their lifetime. So that's why this comp plan is so powerful because it's a little, but you do have to get really good at duplication, right? So that's why it's so key to make sure that you follow the system because what causes duplication is a system, right? So everybody does the same thing. And that's why it's so important to make sure that the obsession really is everybody that joins my business get to ultimate and recruit 2 people. And we help everybody do the same.
Yeah, and once they're in there, they get invited into the Millionaire Mentorship for a whole other fun part of the game as well, too. You know? So if that got you a little bit excited, a little bit more clarity, put a 1 in the comments below. Because we have to see how this expands. It gets crazy. Next thing you know, you're halfway around the world and your business is like scaling somewhere, right? This is what other businesses can't do, but ours can. So yeah, awesome. Okay, so now we have the overview. That's why, how do you get this faster? We go back to like what Becky was just saying, the very first part, which is going ultimate and getting those customers, enrolling those 2 partners. How do we do that as soon as possible? That's where our system of growth comes into play. You got it now? Awesome, Avita, perfect, okay? Because if you duplicate this, it goes fast. All right, so how do we do it? we're going to give you done for you social media posts to attract interest. It'll feel weird, especially if you're not used to posting on social media. Some people might tell you that, hey, are you hacked? It's okay. That means they're paying attention. But this has been proven to be so mind-numbingly simple but effective. And we've seen people not just get 10 customers their first month, we've seen countless people get 30 customers their first month, making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in the first month, just because they're posting, attracting, and responding. Okay. So we're going to give you today a post to make that's been proven to attract people. I was just got off a call with Adela Sanchez is on here. She has a new teammate, Stacy. She's awesome. And she's been on board for a little bit, but she's been busy. So we got on a call, onboarded her, and said, make this post. Already, when I saw her post, it's already got multiple people asking questions. And we're also going to help you to support this post as well, too. So let me show you what this post looks like. And you can literally copy the exact same verbiage. So Miss Stacy, this was literally yesterday. Gave her this verbiage. I will put it into the chat here. And really, really simple. Boom. Okay. You just take this and you copy and you paste it and you do what's called a color block post in the back. All right. And in here, after you post it, share it with us. We'll support it. And as you see, our whole team, thank you, team, coming in here, they're sharing their results. They're helping support the post because people love scrolling through and they love lurking. And what's great about this is if you check this out, there's already people that are asking questions. What is it? What is it? Info. Yes. Details. Yes. And then there's more. There's people that have been responding. So I count almost 10 people in one day have already expressed openness to seeing what it is. That's pretty good. So that's what we want to do. Post number 1. If you've already made this post, put a 1 in the comments. If you have not made this post yet, put a 2 in the comments. And awesome if you did. Congratulations, right? For those of you that did, and Kelly, this is going to be your homework right now. I'm going to text you this as we speak and post this on your social, if you don't mind. So I'm going to okay. All right. I just texted that to you right now. So your homework right now, Kelly, literally don't listen to me. Go on your Facebook, make that post, and we're going to do a live demo where everyone here is going to surround you and love on you and everything. Just make sure that there's a color block in the back. That means that it sets the algorithm a certain way. Okay. So we got that. And if anyone else hasn't made a post yet, definitely do that. Stacy, hey, you're there. What's up, Stacy? We were just talking about you. You're a superstar. Stacy, are you able to share for a quick minute at all?
Yes, I can this way, but I am struggling to get the video back on.
All good. All good.
I'm multitasking.
How's the feedback? Well, how did you feel when we were talking about making this post?
I was a little bit skeptical only because I don't share a lot on my personal pages about these types of things. But after talking with you and Adela, I decided I was just going to suck it up and post about my personal experiences with it. And yeah, I literally did it while we were on the phone and the feedback started immediately. I've responded to each individual person privately. And, you know, just throughout today, I've been following up with them. I posted this yesterday and I'm still getting messages. And I did share my personal testimonial inside the comments. So those who were really interested were able to see that. And I didn't blast it all over. And I did send some of my progress pictures to those that I know and, you know, to show them that it's not just a sales thing. It's really, I feel great on these products and I want to share it with everybody.
There we go. There we go. Congratulations, Stacy. We're super proud of you. Absolutely. And those will convert very, very soon, you know. So you make that post, way to be coachable on that. And then on another note, we also did in our IPA call yesterday, there was a post that, and we want to help everyone here too. But we did this post for those that already made their launch post. And if you haven't yet, you can definitely use something like this as well too. Is we made a post, and I'll throw this text in the chat, but you can also find it in Drop Revolution. And I'll copy this link here too. If I can I copy this? I guess I can't copy this now. But another way just to get a lot of testimonials, the moment this was posted, Allison, how soon did you get a sale through this after you posted this and people gathered around and stuff?
Like about 10 minutes.
Wow. Wow.
She said,
That's awesome.
tell me about those drops. And so I called her and I told her and she bought.
There we go. Simple. If you haven't made this post yet, put a me in the comments. That'll be your homework right now. Something like this, right? If you use the body balancing drops or hormone balancing drops, share your results or experiences in the comments. So if you make that post and then take that link and share it with us, put it in the chats, put it in, we also have a Telegram support channel if you're in there, and the Warrior Movement one, put it in Messenger, share it with us, because we want to come alongside you and we want to give more testimonials to that, and it'll boost it up as well too, right? And if you already have made yours, feel free to reshare your link, maybe post it in the chats here as well too. And then we can have another wave to make sure that we're getting to yours as well too, if you feel like you need some more engagement on that. So you're going to get a lot of engagement. Then what do? You go to each one of these, and as Stacy's been showing, is you're going to like and comment on them back and DM them a simple script. What's our goal? We want to share with them a little bit of information. And Teresa, to get a link when you post it, you can go on the three dots or share, say copy link, and then you can copy the link down. You can share that there. But how do you respond? This is what I highly recommend, especially when you're new. Don't do it alone. So here's what I would recommend. There's a power in a three-way message. Don't be the expert, be the messenger. They don't shoot the expert. They don't shoot the messenger. So you'll get access to this later, but it's called boards. But there's a simple script we have, which is like this. I say, hey, here's what the drop. They ask you, what are the drops? In the DMs, you give them a little bit of information about the drops. This is what Stacy was referring to. And then you give them a link. And what I would encourage is later on, you'll get access to what's called a machine link and like a customized thing. In the beginning, just give them a link, and there's like a generic version that works super, super well. Okay. I'll type it in the chat here, but this way you can get that. Okay. Drops. Perfect. Okay. So you send that information to them. They're going to open up this page and they're going to see some information about the drops. This is generic, so it won't tie to anybody on this one that I'm showing. And it'll get the information. If you see on the bottom, it says, are you ready to get started? Do you have any questions? Some will say, sign me up. What's the cost? Some will say, I have some questions. Regardless, I'd recommend, if I'm new, let's say I'm Stacy, I might be like, I'd love to give you more information, but I'm still learning about this. Let me connect you with one of my friends who's got great results and she's helped a lot of people, Adela. I'll throw you into a quick chat. Right? Just do a text group, a Facebook Messenger group. If you wanted, you could set up a call. But get them in connection with someone else that knows the product, that can speak to it, and can help you seal the deal. Who here loves it that you don't have to do all the talking yourself? Like, that was the biggest thing for me. I'm like, I can connect people, but I don't know what to say. I don't want to sound like they have a question, I know how to answer it. So get them connected to a third party, because third party is super, super powerful. You do that a couple of times, and you're going to see how this really works out. Okay. Last thing I do with this post as you're making it is you want to drive this further. To drive the post further, we call it the engagement sandwich. Social media will help you if you give more love to social media. So what you do is maybe the 5 minutes before you make a post and 5 minutes after you make a post, go on your feed, like and comment on some of your friends, especially those that you want to see your post. right? Gigi said, winner did an amazing job talking to your friend. Exactly, right? So get connected with somebody, and there's many somebodies that can help out to help you answer. And that's how you learn as well too. But you want to engage and create more traction and attraction on this post. Do that, and you've successfully launched your business, and you are in it for the ride, just like Stacy is now, because she's like, oh my gosh, I opened up this can of worms. Fortune favors the bold. Let's go. The rest of this week, you'll follow up, but we are going to give you a post a day to continue to drip on your social media. In the rest, we'll also give you other ways to reach out to people too, because there's attraction and there's action. And we'll start to teach you some more details and equip you with some more assets and immerse you in our community, things like our income producing activity calls and other things. But for now, the most important thing is that we launch your business and we start to move forward. The saying is, God can't steer a parked car. So if you start taking action, we're going to come alongside with you. We're going to come support you. And you're going to learn together as we do this together. Let's launch. Let's get your first paycheck ever. Let's get you that U+2. Let's get you into millionaire mentorship. Let's scale your business to the desired outcome that you have. And it's going to be absolutely incredible. Stacy just shared her chat, her post here. So we absolutely will do that, Stacy. And put it into our messenger chats if you don't mind too, Stacy, so we can do that there. All right. So that is in essence an idea of an onboarding. But imagine this is probably 30 minutes because I'm explaining a lot. And this gets people into action. But I'm curious, any feedback on how this would make you feel if you're new? Or if you are new, does this give you a direction to go? We're going to open up more as we get past the first day. But the goal is in the first 48 hours, this is what we want to be able to achieve. Okay? Any feedback here? Rebecca looks like she has something on her mind.
No, I just. Can you hear me?
I think Dee's is on she has her mic. Well, it doesn't.
No. Let's try it now.
You're good.
Hear me, James?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, I just appreciate. I know, I think the thing that I want to share for newbies, because I kind of went through it. You're just afraid to sound pushy, to feel like you're pushing on to people, and it's always, you're trying to do everything like within a time frame, and you feel like you're being pushy. But the thing is like you told me once, and I'll never forget it, James, like if I'm hungry, don't wait and tell me the favorite restaurant that I should go to or something, however you told me that. But it's very true, because people are hungry for their health or hungry for their financial situation, whatever it is. So don't worry about feeling pushy, just do it. And I've had to overcome that myself, which has not been easy, but I'm just sharing that with other people, that I know it can feel like you're just kind of driving really fast, but people are waiting for us.
Exactly. Super powerful, Rebecca. Congrats. Blessings on the other side. Adela?
Okay, real quick. Yeah, this is wonderful for the new people, but for those of you that have been here a while, just restart yourself. Okay, I've had to do that several times. So don't feel bad, just keep doing the do, because it'll happen. Yes.
Adela is the queen of consistency. 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
Congrats,
I mean,
Adela.
yesterday I was really down and low, and God just told me to look at what it is I want, which is serving people and what we have to give to everybody as far as health. And I had a great day today. Yes.
Good. Congratulations, Adela. Attitude does determine your altitude, for sure.
Thank you.
Allison?
I think my biggest motto is some will, some won't, who cares? Find the ones that do. I feel like God is in the building.
So true, though. Absolutely. So thanks for all the feedback, guys. Hey, we have so much support here. We love you. We can't wait to celebrate your future promotions and everything. Vanessa?
James, I was just going to quickly say my pinned post, which was Easter time last year somewhere, I'm still getting comments on that. I just discovered actually while you were talking, I went and looked at it, went, oops, there's a couple more on there. So it's like the post that keeps on giving.
100%. Yes. And you do want to pin it after you make that post so it's right to the top as well too. Good tip. If you have questions, feel free to let us know. I saw Margie said you only had one response. Have you been doing the engagement sandwich? And continue to post. So we also are different places. So you want to engage more and they're going to see your stuff as well too. Amanda, congrats on pinning it. Good job. And we'll go from there. So thanks for the feedback, and let's keep on taking action. Tomorrow morning, if you're available, we're going to do what we call an IPA call, income producing activity call, which is what this is too, but that is going to be focused on Wellness Wednesday. Originally with Dr. Jody, who's going to be incredible, but she had a last minute emergency. She's going to do it next week. But tomorrow, I'm going to do because we've coached clients on the drops for 14 years. And we want to talk about how do you ensure that your customers and yourself maximize the results in the drops? What do they actually do? Stuff like that. Especially if a customer said, I'm taking the drops and they're not working. Oh, we'll talk about that. Those are fun, So tomorrow morning, we'll talk about that and it'll be great. All right. So appreciate you guys. Let's crush it. So proud of you. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you so much.
Good job, team. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Thanks, James.
Bye-bye.
Night,
Thank
everybody.
you. Bye.
Have a blessed
Bye.
night.
Thank you, James.
Bye-bye.
I know